Welcome back to the Wander News. Today, let's visit the Russian Federation, a vast country stretching from Europe to Asia, a land of magnificent palaces, breathtaking nature, and one of the world's richest cultural heritages. With a territory of over 17 million square kilometers, Russia is the largest country on Earth, spanning 11 time zones. Its population is around 145 million people, with a GDP per capita close to $14,000. Russia is not only a military and political powerhouse, but also an attractive travel destination that welcomes millions of international visitors every year. Because of its enormous size, Russia's climate is extremely diverse, from warm temperate regions in the south to the harsh, icy Siberian tundra. Russian winters are legendary, with thick blankets of snow creating fairy tale landscapes and offering unique experiences like skiing and ice skating. Meanwhile, summers in Moscow and Saint Petersburg come alive with festivals, white nights, and a vibrant atmosphere. The best time to visit is usually spring and summer, when the weather is mild and nature bursts into color. Russia's economy is rich in natural resources, especially oil, gas, and minerals, while also excelling in heavy industry, nuclear energy, and space technology. Major cities such as Moscow, Saint Petersburg, Novosibirsk, and Yekaterinburg are dynamic economic hubs where skyscrapers, shopping centers, and modern lifestyles are constantly on the rise. Russian culture blends deep Slavic traditions with European influences. In Moscow, visitors can't miss the Kremlin, red squares, or the onion-domed cathedrals painted in dazzling colors. St. Petersburg, often called the cultural capital, shines with grand palaces, romantic canals, and the massive Hermitage Museum. Kazan, on the other hand, highlights the fusion of Russian and Islamic culture, creating a unique identity of its own. These differences weave together a diverse urban landscape, where each city delivers a distinct experience. Beyond modern cities, Russia's natural wonders are simply overwhelming. Lake Baikal, the world's deepest and oldest lake, is known as the Emerald Jewel of Siberia. The mighty Ural Mountains stretch across the land as a natural border between Europe and Asia. The Kamchatka Peninsula dazzles with dramatic volcanoes and untouched wilderness, while Siberia's endless taiga forests create a landscape that is both majestic and mysterious. Russia is also the cradle of many festivals and forms of art. Maslenitsa, the Farewell to Winter Festival, the magical White Nights in St. Petersburg, or the Grand Victory Day Parade on May 9th all carry the deep cultural imprint of Russia. Ballet, symphonic music, opera, and the timeless works of Pushkin, Tolstoy, and Dostoevsky have all cemented Russia's reputation as one of humanity's great cultural centers. Russian cuisine has a very distinct flavor. Dishes like borscht feed soup, pelmeni dumplings, blini pancakes, and caviar are famous around the world. In Moscow, you can indulge in luxurious restaurants, while in small towns, cozy family-run eateries bring warmth and authenticity at affordable prices. nightlife in Russia is just as colorful, reflecting a blend of tradition and modernity. Young people in Moscow and Saint Petersburg are especially dynamic, keeping up with global trends while maintaining a uniquely Russian identity. On central streets like Arbat Street in Moscow or Nevsky Prospect in St. Petersburg, the atmosphere is always lively with cafes, restaurants, pubs, and open-air music performances. These are favorite gathering places for the youth, where they can both relax and express their individuality. Russia's nightlife and entertainment culture are equally diverse. By day, people enjoy coffee, milk tea, and international fast food chains alongside traditional Russian eateries. At night, bars, pubs, and lounges light up, filling the air with electronic music, rock, and hip-hop. Major cities are also home to famous nightclubs that attract not only Russian youth, but also international visitors. On weekends, music festivals, street art exhibitions, and fashion fairs are often held, turning the streets into true open-air stages. When it comes to fashion, Russian youth are known for being bold and expressive. In big cities, fashion carries a modern European flair. Long coats, boots, berets, paired with unique accessories to create a style that is elegant yet striking. Young people also love to show their individuality through streetwear, sneakers, hoodies, cargo pants, bomber jackets, outfits that are comfortable while staying on trend globally. However, during traditional festivals, they still wear colorful national costumes, creating an interesting contrast between modernity and heritage. Hangout spots are not limited to bars and clubs, but also extend to large squares, riversides, and parks, where young people gather to drink beer, play instruments, skateboard, or dance hip-hop. In summer, the White Nights phenomenon in St. Petersburg turns the whole city into a sleepless party, with thousands of people pouring into the streets, immersed in music and lights until sunrise. This diversity creates an energetic street life in Russia, where every step can lead you to a new experience, from a classic cafe, a buzzing electronic club, to a corner filled with creative street art. Traveling in Russia offers options for every budget. You can explore in a budget-friendly style for just a few dozen dollars a day, or go all out with luxury experiences like cruising along the Volga River and staying in five-star hotels. The modern metro systems in Moscow and St. Petersburg make getting around easy, while the legendary Trans-Siberian Railway offers a once-in-a-lifetime journey across this vast country. Russians are famous for being hospitable, straightforward, and valuing friendship. In Russian culture, once someone considers you a friend, they are ready to open up, share, and help wholeheartedly. They take great pride in their history, traditions, and national identity, and always appreciate visitors who come with sincerity. That's why, when traveling in Russia, as long as you are open, polite, and genuine, you will easily win people's goodwill. That said, there are also a few things you should keep in mind to avoid misunderstandings. Don't make excessive jokes about politics, history, or the military. These are highly sensitive topics. When entering a Russian home, you're usually expected to take off your shoes at the door, and sometimes you'll be given slippers. Refusing to do so can be seen as disrespectful. Also, in Russian culture, it's considered bad luck to shake hands across a doorway, so avoid that. On a practical level, travelers should prepare carefully for the harsh winter. Temperatures can drop to dozens of degrees below zero, so warm clothing, gloves, and anti-slip boots are essential. Carry some cash with you, since small shops and local markets may not always accept international cards. Another cultural note, Russians have a strong tradition of drinking spirits, especially vodka. It's perfectly fine to decline, but if you accept, do so respectfully and drink properly. For them, it's a gesture of bonding. Paying attention to these small details will help you integrate more easily, enjoy a fuller experience, and make your journey through Russia even more memorable. Have you ever set foot in Russia? If not, come and see the dazzling Red Square, the mighty Volga River, or the magical White Nights of Saint Petersburg. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. See you again on the next journey.